Hey everybody, Logan here. Today, wow, didn't see this coming. Actually, I did. I'd be lying if I didn't. Microsoft has finally announced Xbox brand that it's dead. Xbox is dead. No, I'm just kidding. It's Xbox One. It's done. Yeah, the Xbox One is officially dead. Dead. Well, in terms of new games, so if you guys are looking for new games to come out to your Xbox One, it ain't gonna happen. Number of sources have reported this over the last few days, and I saw it. I just wanted to make sure it was legit. And well, there's been other things that have happened, and now here we go. Let's take a look at it. So this article here comes from, hey, that's actually not big enough for you guys to see. There we go. This article comes from what is it called? Tom's Guide. Yeah, I saw a number of other articles, but this one I felt was more straight to the point. Microsoft is no longer Microsoft is no longer developing Xbox One games. Here's what that means. Xbox done. Ooh, see what they did there? Microsoft has confirmed that it has no plans to develop new games for Xbox One and is instead focusing its efforts on the Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S. This news comes via an Axios interview with Xbox Game Studios boss Matt Booty, who confirmed, what a name, who confirmed, quote, "We've moved on to Gen 9, unquote, and announced that no internal teams at Xbox are working on games for the Xbox One, a Gen 8 console. Although this update was slightly caveated with the confirmation there will still be support for ongoing live service games on Xbox One, such as Minecraft and Sea of Thieves." I'm pretty sure that includes Elder Scrolls Online, and well, that's Bethesda. So, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it includes those games too, and like Fallout 76 and whatnot, Fallout 76. What this means is that upcoming Xbox first-party games such as Starfield and Forza Motorsport will be developed and launched exclusively for Xbox Series X and its sister console, the Series S. Well, we knew that. They already stated that those were next-gen games only. Now, current gen. So this seems pretty legit. It's, you know, it's long overdue. This will also be the case in the long term as well with Xbox Game Studios titles such as Avowed, Fable, that mess that it's going to be, and Clockwork Revolution, all set to skip the Xbox One. Okay, well, if you want to play it on Xbox One or Xbox One X hardware, get a Series S. Series S it's a more powerful Xbox One X in some ways. We touched that a long time ago. We talked about that. Another Digital Foundry talked about it. Everybody's talked about that. But the Series S is a more than capable system, but you've got no disk drive. However, current gen games will still be accessible on Xbox One thanks to Microsoft's cloud streaming service. There you go, because why own an Xbox Series X or an S when you can just own anything else and stream it? We've seen this in action in recent months with Xbox Series X games such as Microsoft Flight Simulator, Hi-Fi Rush, and Redfall, all playable on Xbox One via cloud streaming. And Booty confirms that Microsoft plans to maintain support for this feature going forward. That just means you'll be able to play Xbox games on anything and you don't need an Xbox Series X or an S. That's all that means, which is a dang shame. Which, that being said, we'll get to my next video after this. It was originally supposed to come out before this one, but this just makes more sense to report this before the next video, and you'll see. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button so you do know when that video comes out if you're not already subscribed. And if you are subscribed, make sure you hit that little bell for notifications so you do know when a follow-up comes out tomorrow. Microsoft's move away from supporting the Xbox One with new games is being mirrored by several third-party publishers. Some of the fall's biggest releases, including Alan Wake 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, are coming solely to Xbox Series X. But not all blockbuster games are ditching the console. Assassin's Creed Mirage, Lies of P, and The Crew Motorfest will still be launching on Xbox One later this year. Yeah. So the Alan Wake is questionable. I really like the first one, but I wasn't impressed with what I saw. That's remains to be seen for me. Mortal Kombat 1 is epic, and you should definitely get that on PS5 or Series X if you can. Switch, I just want to see how it plays on Switch. Avatar, it looked good at first, and then once I saw that final trailer, I went, nah, I'm good. It didn't do it for me, and you know, you might think differently, but it didn't. It didn't. Assassin's Creed Mirage, maybe I'll see. Lies of P, it didn't really do anything. Crew Motorfest, yeah, it's Forza Horizon, but with the Crew, I'm actually interested in this one. So that's one way to look at it. You know, if you really want any of these games, get a Series X, unless you're getting those. Then you really don't. So it's rival console maker Sony has taken a similar approach. After releasing several high-profile cross-generation games over the past couple of years, its focus now appears to be on the PS5, with the PS4 heading towards the sunset. For example, Marvel Spider-Man 2 is due in October and will be a PS5 exclusive. Oh, it better be. And it's expected that all Sony first-party games going forward will debut solely on the current-gen hardware. That's the word. It is expected. Sony has said before that, oh, they're focused on generations, and you know, all this stuff is coming out exclusively for PS5, and then they backtracked and put it on PS4. So until Sony comes out and says, hey, we're doing it, don't believe it. Don't believe any of these big companies until it's actually, or don't believe any of the rumbles or the lies about anything you see or hear or read, because it's the internet. We know how that works. Until Sony or Microsoft say, hey, this is it, that's when you believe it. And still, not until you see it put into action, let's put it that way. Overall, this is pretty exciting news. Xbox One and PS4 owners who don't want to upgrade might bemoan being left behind, but the PS5 and the Xbox Series X launched in November 2020. True. As we approach their third birthdays, it feels like the right time for the gaming industry to leave older hardware behind and focus exclusively on these latest consoles. After all, Xbox One is almost 10 years old. It's time to move on. Fact. Agreed. I like this. This article was pretty straightforward. No hubbub, no nonsense. It doesn't seem like they were taking any sides, and I like that. And I thought that was a pretty good article in that sense. So I will say, you can walk into any Walmart, you can walk into any Best Buy, you can go on Amazon, you can go to GameStop and pick yourself up a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X. You can even get them pre-owned. I was at a GameStop and I went the other day, I saw a Series X and PS5. I was like, man, just less than a year ago, scalpers were selling these for twice the price. Now you can just walk in and bam, there's one sitting right there behind glass, said, hey, they're pre-owned. I was like, man, things are crazy, but this is how it should be. This is how you should be able to go into a store and just say, hey, I want that PS5. Hey, I want that Series X. You should be able to do that. And, you know, Nintendo's always been pretty good for the most part about getting their consoles to stores. Even during the whole chip shortage, they seem to be able to do it. And, hey, that's a good thing. But Nintendo's completely different than Microsoft and Sony. They're very different. Let's just say that. Great consoles, great hardware, all of them. It's just about games. So, again, we'll lead into tomorrow's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Do you still play your Xbox One? Do you still play your PS4? Do you have an attachment to where you don't want to upgrade? And now, does it bother you? Or do you really care? Or now, with this being said, do you plan on buying a next-gen, current-gen Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5 or even a Series S? Or are you like, hey, I got my Switch, I don't care, I'm waiting for the next Switch? Hey, we can talk about that in a future video, but that's a whole nother story. Done with that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Make sure you turn that bell on for notifications if you haven't already, to know whenever I put out any not just more content, new content, and whenever stream. I just did that video on what was it, Aliens Dark Descent. If you want to watch that, go ahead, it's up there. And new episodes of Ready to Start podcast. So thank you guys so much, and like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.